Happy Halloween, future authors. Tomorrow begins National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo for short. You can find details of this event and sign up at nanowrimo.org, but in short, this is a huge event that encourages aspiring and new authors to complete a rough draft of a novel, or most of it, within a single month. For those of you unawares to the struggles that authors endure in the process of writing a novel, let me just say that this is a big deal, and I want to share with you 5 tips for getting to those 50,000 coveted words. Tip number 1, set goals and make no excuses. The first part of this is actually fairly easy because the challenge of NaNoWriMo already sets the goal for you, which is 50,000 words in the whole month, or an average of 1,666 words per day. Well, actually, if you write 1,666 words per day, you'll only have 49,980 words at the end of the month. So if you can just get yourself a head start by just writing your first 20 words a day, and then you'll be able to finish on time by November the 30th at midnight and simply hit your daily word count. So the real tip here is making no excuses. The top excuse that people give for not writing is, I don't have the time. Let me challenge that excuse with a question. Do you honestly think that people who have authored books have any more time than you? We all have the same amount of time. But Christopher, you don't understand. I've got so many responsibilities and blah, 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 blah. I've got a 40-hour a week job, plus 2 kids and a part-time job, plus. I get it. If you want to write a novel in a month, or at all for that matter, you've got to determine not to accept any excuse. Here's a famous quote to help motivate your mind. You can edit a bad page, you can't edit a blank page. Tip number 2, remove distractions. Distractions include but are not limited to Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and the interwebs. Funny cat videos. Is it redundant to say funny cat videos? Maybe it's sufficient just to say cat videos. So any videos of cats. Cats in real life. Vines, are those still a thing? Please don't judge my lack of awareness of what's hip or cool. I'm a writer, not a trendsetter. Anyways, you get the idea. Do whatever it takes to remove those distractions from your writing environment. Block YouTube, gasp. Cancel your Netflix subscription for a month, or just disable the Wi-Fi on your laptop / computer / tablet or writing device thingy. If you're writing your novel on a typewriter, you can just disregard this whole section, or really this whole video, as you've probably already gotten a host of other problems that can't be helped in these few short minutes. Tip number 3, it's a sprint, not a marathon. That means you've got to keep the pace for 30 days. If you fall short on one of your daily goals, try hard to make up the difference on the next day before it snowballs out of control and you get really behind. Try writing in bursts to maximize the time you're spending on your book. A common practice is to start with a well thought out idea and write about it for just 20 to 30 minutes. You might get 400 or 500 words in that time, or perhaps even less. But when you reach a point that you need to stop and think about what happens next, just take a quick break, wait for your next idea to come, and if you're like me, you've got a full-time job and the kids and all that, they soak up all your unwanted extra free time. Makes it really important to maximize your productivity when you actually sit down to do your sprints. So the idea of hitting 1,600 words in a single session may be daunting, but I know I can usually hit a few hundred words within a 15-minute break, and then reserve an hour or so at the end of the day just to make that long last final sprint to make sure you hit your daily count. Tip number 4, don't multitask. People are generally not as good at multitasking as we think we are. Most of us struggle to perform even the most simple tasks simultaneously, like eating and talking without sounding like a slob, texting and driving, or patting our head while rubbing our bellies. In fact, some tasks are so difficult that it's hard to do them when we just concentrate all of our mental energy on one single thing, like watching the entire series of Lost. Point is, writing is hard enough on its own, yet many people struggle to write without editing at the same time. Some writers have gone so far as to remove the backspace button from their keyboard or typewriter if for some reason that one person is still watching despite the aforementioned slight. You don't have to get so carried away that you can't change something, but for this 1 month of sprint writing, you want to get rid of that nasty habit of writing and editing at the same time. And for the love of God, don't watch Lost. That's a tip that you're just getting for free because I like you. Tip number 5, don't get discouraged. Chances are that if you're watching this video and plan to participate in NaNoWriMo 2018, you're a naturally creative person. Maybe all you have right now is an idea and you want to see how far you can take that in the next 30 days. Staying motivated is a key to success. Discouragement is most likely going to come when you miss a goal or feel like your writing isn't good enough, or when your father tells you he doesn't love you as much as your sister. But time spent thinking on such depressing thoughts, however true they may be, is time better spent writing. Last of all, there are some resources out there available for your help. I'll include some links below for you to check them out. One is a video by a hugely popular AuthorTube cyborg queen named Jenna Moreci discussing how to outline your novel, which I highly recommend you do before you start writing. The second link I'll include below is a 6-minute video by Chris Fox that explains some key concepts of writing faster and more consistently. And as always, thanks for watching and good luck, future authors.